Hi, I'm Nikhil Merchant and I run a blog called nonchalantgourmand.com. I love cooking. I've been cooking since the age of 12 and I create recipes in the kitchen. I experiment a lot at home and at the same time I show you how to cook. So today I have for you an interesting dish. It's a Mediterranean inspired dish. It's called Baba Ghanoush. It's made out of brinjals, which Indians are very adaptive to, and it contains a little bit of garlic. Is roasted on an open fire, and at the same time it makes for an amazing party dip. So let's go in the kitchen and see how to do it. So I'll show you the ingredients for the Baba Ghanoush we're making today. We have one large brinjal, we have 8 to 10 cloves of garlic, a lime, some jeera powder, we have salt, we have half a cup of tahini paste, we have half a cup of coriander finely chopped, we have some olive oil, pepper, smoked paprika, about half a teaspoon. So we're going to start with the first procedure. Is you take the brinjal, which basically I'm going to char grill it. Now as kids we would eat bangan bharta, which was usually char grilled on an open fire. It's pretty much the same technique, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these cloves of garlic and actually stuff them in, because this way you ensure that the garlic flavors get incorporated while it's being roasted. So all you do is you take the garlic and you stick it in, but if it doesn't, then you can make a little piercing with a knife and take a clove and stuff it in. So you can actually pierce this at random positions in the brinjal, or you can stuff the garlic in. So when we actually char grill this together, the garlic infuses well into the vegetable. So now I've got my stuffed garlic brinjal ready here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it over an open flame on high. Now you could even, so this is the quicker way of doing it, because you get the smoky flavors enhancing the Baba Ghanoush. But if you want a simpler version and you don't want to stand over the flame, what you can do is you can put it in foil and stick it in the oven the same way. You can drizzle a little olive oil because it tends to dry in an oven. Now you just roast it quickly out here. So we've got the brinjal really well char grilled. You lift it off the gas. We just slice it in between and cut it into half. Now you can see that the inside is nice and mushy. So what you're going to do is, it's like you use it traditionally. You can keep some of the skin on, you can peel it off, but ideally you just scoop off the inside into a bowl. So you can see that it's nice and mushy inside. You just scoop off the flesh. Even if a little bit of the skin goes in, it's fine, because you'll get a nice smoky flavor. So if you want to actually peel off the skin and use the flesh inside, you can actually wait for it to cool and then with your hands just peel it off. You can see that some of the garlic cloves are also nicely well cooked. So you do add it into the mixture. So we're kind of scooping up some of the flesh off the brinjal. And make sure that you got some of the garlic also inside, so you want to add all of it. So we have the pulp ready of the brinjal. What we're going to do now is, the best part is, we're going to take all the ingredients and throw it into the blender and give it a nice whirl. So you take a mixie, you add it in. Now we season it. So we have jeera. Now jeera gives a nice smoky flavor to the dish, so you need to add a little bit. You add some salt, you add some pepper, and you add about half of the coriander leaves. You leave some of it for the garnishing. So we add about 1/4 cup of olive oil, and we add about half a teaspoon of smoked paprika. Now this can be replaced with regular red chili powder, but this just adds that extra level of smokiness to it. So we add the tahini paste. Now tahini paste is, it's easily available in the market, but you can easily make it at home too. So all you need is like about half a cup of sesame seeds. You soak them in a little water for about half an hour, and then you blend it with about 1/4 cup of olive oil. So this goes in, and we add one whole lime to the dish. So once we have this lime squeezed in, we'll cover it with the mixie and we'll blend it into a fine paste. So now that you've learned how to make the Baba Ghanoush, I personally like to have it with crisp pita chips. You can have it with wafers, you can even have it with sliced vegetables to give it a little extra healthy touch. And if you like the recipe, make sure you share it with your friends and subscribe to India Food Network for more such recipes from me.